I want to talk a little bit more about the domestic discipline romance, Vince and Sheila, a domestic discipline romance that is on Amazon. Okay. Um, Vince knew Sheila in high school, where she was kind of a bad girl and a drama queen. Okay. Now, he happens to be at the beach and he notices this really elaborately made sandcastle. And, who is it made by? It's made by Sheila, who he doesn't immediately recognize, but then they remember, they knew each other in high school, where Sheila was bad news. Sheila becomes very attracted to him, and she starts to kind of almost stalk him. Finally, he writes her a note saying, "Would you like to be my girlfriend for 5 minutes?" She asks, "Why for 5 minutes?" And he says, "That's how long I'll need to give you a good old-fashioned spanking." And that's what gets this, thing kind of off the ground. She takes it. Okay. Her attitude changes, and they find themselves drawn to each other. Okay, they do Thanksgiving with the family, but his dad says he'll never accept Sheila. And Vince can forget about getting into the family business. He'd been wanting to get into the family business for a while, but his own peccadillos as a youth made his father reluctant to take him in. He's afraid to marry Sheila because of her unchristian habits that he doesn't want in the mother of his children. He explains these things to her, and they discuss Christian domestic discipline. And she decides it might be right for them because of her reaction to the spanking she already got. Okay. And they agree that she'll say it's too hard if a spanking goes beyond what she can take. Now, it just so happens that Vince, I don't want to give the whole plot away, but he becomes injured and hospitalized, and they marry in the hospital. Okay, when they get out of the hospital, they have a play spanking before consummating their marriage. In Christian domestic disciplines, there's play spanking, maintenance spanking, and punishment spankings. Okay, he disciplines her for smoking, and he helps her quit smoking by giving her some punishment spanking. Okay, and she becomes more well-mannered, and his dad his attitude begins to thaw to her. Okay, she also tells Vincent that she feels frustrated she didn't develop her drawing talent, but she has a hard time sticking to things. Well, what better way to get somebody to stick to something than a good old-fashioned bare-bottom spanking? Okay. Now, it just so, and then she becomes a much better artist under her husband's tutelage. And it ends on a note of celebration. Okay, I won't give the whole game away, of course. I want you to read the book. But anyway, that's a basic outline. And, this is the cover that is seen on Amazon. Okay, these Vince and Sheila are kissing. And I hope that you might buy buy Vince and Sheila, a domestic discipline romance by Rachel Heath.